Hello, everyone. My name is Carmen Badan. I am an author, a speaker, a coach, a real estate broker, and a visionary. And my superpower is my love for people, care for people. I am enthusiastic and passionate, and I inspire people to be authentic and to be themselves. Now, this is my superpower, and when I say superpower, I don't mean I am some kind of a Wonder Woman who's going to show up when there is a big catastrophe and I'm going to all of a sudden save the world. No, these are my superpowers for the people who need those kind of superpowers, which means I am able to bring some of my qualities into someone else's life and either solve their problem or make their life better. So I'm here to provoke you all to look into who you are and find out what are your superpowers. What is it that when you do, what is your core value? What is your core, let's say, I want to call it competency. What is your core competency? So when you apply that particular superpower, you achieve success. You are able to bring sense into someone's life. You're able to solve someone's problem. You're able to recreate someone's surroundings, someone's, mental ability, mental capacity. Bring them back to alignment with your superpower. To most people, you will not have these superpowers. But to the ones who need them, you will be Wonder Woman or Superman. So what you want to do is to focus on those things that you do at the high level. Hi guys, hi Vivian, good to see you all. Focus on these things that you do that influence and inspire people to become the best version of themselves and repeat them. So repeat them as often as possible so then you can maximize your efforts and maximize the amount of contribution you bring into the world. Because if these are the things that produce the highest quality results, why waste our time on other things? So identify your superpower. Identify your core competency, techniques, tools, qualities, and bring them out into the world. Let them surface. Let them be available and give them to the ones who need them. And this is how you will become a Wonder Woman or a Superman. Yes, you don't really have to change the entire world. All you have to change is the world of a few people who need you. So that's why I say to you, all of you. All right, so how do you identify them? Look into the things that you hear people say. In my case, I'm going to give you an example in my case, Vivian. So for example, to me, I came out of my shell. I overcame this limiting belief and this fear of camera because I thought English not being my first language and the fact that I have an accent, I said, how could I bring myself to speak in front of people? How could I be a public speaker, although I had so much to say? And I overcame that. And now, by doing that, by showing up, my true self, showing my true color, putting skin in the game, whether I'm doing it right, whether I'm doing it wrong, whether my language is at the high level, whether my vernacular is elevated enough, I'm doing it. And when I'm doing it, I show up vulnerable. Now, again, vulnerability is something that I have lately, slowly started to step into or lean into a little bit more. But showing up inspires people to do the same. Showing up in front of others without concern of whether or not I'm good or I'm bad, or whether I'm going to be criticized by some or judged by some, inspires others to show up in their true authenticity, show up and courageous. So this to me seems to be a superpower, because people tell me, Carmen, you've inspired me to do this. The other thing is that I know I love people because I feel so good in the presence of people. I think of it as being a superpower, because I hear sometimes people say, oh, I just can't stand people. And no, I am one of these people who I love people. I love everybody around me, whether they act in the perfect way or not so perfect. It doesn't matter to me. I love them unconditionally. I love everyone unconditionally. I think of it as being a superpower, because I am able to still give them my love, to still give them my consideration, whether or not they do things that I may agree with or not. I'm still there to love them. I think of it as a superpower. I'm passionate and enthusiastic. Now, I hear people always say to me, oh my God, I love your energy. Yes, when I'm on stage or when I talk about the things I'm passionate about, I mean, really, if it was a contagious disease, everybody would get it around me. But people say, I love your energy. So I know that my passion, I know that is a superpower. So when you look at the things that you do in life and look at the things that you say, the way you think, the way you vibrate, the way you touch people, the way people respond to what you say or do, that is your superpower. The way I look at you, for example, because I know you, you are one of the most supportive people I've ever met. You're always looking after someone else's well-being. You have this motherly instinct in you. Well, that's your superpower. You're nourishing, you're helping others, you're supporting others, right? So when you look at what you do, if you have people react to it, I shouldn't say react, I should say respond to it, right? I love the word respond and not react. When people respond to what you do in a beautiful way that also feeds your soul, then that is your superpower. So that is what you want to do more of, because this is where you are going to help the others benefit and in turn raise the vibrational level of the universe, because this is what we're here to do. Did I answer the question? Do we have any other questions? I know there's a lot of other superpowers you have, Vivienne, and I love you and I adore you. I was discussing this yesterday. That's right. This is a subject that a lot of people avoid because most of us don't think of ourselves as being different or special, or that we actually are able to contribute to the society. We don't think of it that way. We think that we're regular people, and why we may walk in a regular people's body. We do have superpowers, all of us. Everybody in this world, everybody who's watching here today, we all have superpowers. All we have to do is identify them. Find out, what is it that I do on a daily basis, that when I do it, I have people respond in a beautiful way, telling me that I touch them in a way, or what they say, touch me. Because it has to be a quid pro quo. We all have to benefit. We all have to lift each other up and bring each other's vibrations up. Yes, I love this concept too. So, what are your superpowers? Write them down. Put them in the comments if you can come up with. Or go out there and show them to the world and give them to the world. so they can identify their superpowers. We are all Wonder Woman and Superman, or whatever you want to call them. Win-win, that's right. All right, and this is me today. This is my day number, what day is it? Day number 10, I believe, right? Yep, day number 10 of my 30 days live. Who knows, maybe I'm going to turn this into a daily live. But for now, I'm going to check out peace, love, and imagination. And guess what? I'm having a little coffee. This is my little Turkish coffee. So I'm going to share this in Carmen's Coffee Talk. Love you all. I love you, Vivian. I love you. You, by the way, are the founding member of Carmen's Coffee Talk. I thought about this today because I thought about this today. That wonderful group, Carmen's Coffee Talk, has blossomed into an unbelievable nest for people who dream, who allow themselves to express their dreams and allow themselves to grow, to keep each other accountable in a loving way, in a supportive way. And let me tell you something. You were the number one person that day when I started that group last year, probably beginning of October, end of September. You were the biggest supporter of that group. And for that, I thank you. And that is your superpower. I love you. I love you all. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you tomorrow.